True Sound Studios is in your ears.
Hey guys, what is up? I'm Weezna, and as always, we are here in my studio, True Sound Studios, and today I have to show you probably my second favorite plugin for vocals, and it is the CA-2A compressor. So all the different manufacturers of these plugins do call it something different. The one today we're going to use is actually made by Cakewalk, and it is the CA-2A compressor. Waves calls theirs the CLA-2A, and all the other manufacturers I'm sure have a little bit name variation, but the whole point being it is an CA-2A clone plugin. So what's so amazing about this compressor is actually it's a tube-based compressor, so tubes are generally inherently just a little bit slower, so you're going to get a slower attack and a little bit of a slower release on this compressor. Not only that, because this is a tube compressor, it also helps round off some of the high end, some of the brittle high end, and it also gives you a little bit of a fatter, warmer sound. It is a very, very easy compressor to work with. It very simply has a gain and a peak reduction knob, and really that is the core of the compressor. So like I mentioned before, today we are using Cakewalk's version of this compressor, and they are calling it the CA-2A. Okay, so I'm going to bypass this plugin, and I'm going to first let you listen to the track in the vocal, and then we're going to go ahead and put this compressor on there, and you'll see how much it really helps out the vocal.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So tell me who's hotter, who moves like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. So tell me who's hotter, who moves like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas.
So, I mean, it sounds good. I mean, the vocal sounds good, but you can hear some of the S's. Now, this compressor is not going to necessarily take away all of the S sound that's in the vocal, but it is really going to help add that polished, compressed sound to this vocal. Okay, so let me go ahead and engage the plugin. Now, this is just the default settings, and what I'm going to start doing is I'm very simply just going to start changing this peak reduction knob. So I want to get somewhere, generally with this type of compressor, maybe like 3 or 4 decibels of reduction. Now, obviously that, depends on every different vocal is going to be different, but let's go ahead and start playing around with this compressor.
So tell me who's hotter, who moves like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. I pair these sonnets and the people love it. I keep the evil fumbling. I got a question for the reaper, I'ma keep 'em coming. I keep her coming like a creek or something.
So that's good right around there. You can hear, the compressor's doing something now, but it's getting a little aggressive on some of those S's, all that high frequency that's going on in this vocal. So over here, as you can see, this is like our high pass. So essentially, we can almost limit how much of the high frequency this compressor is going to hear. So now I'm going to go ahead and start moving this knob, and you're going to see right now it's on 50%, and as I move it to the left and right, you're going to hear some of the differences, and you're going to watch this gain reduction meter and see how much more this compressor is starting to react.
So tell me who's hotter, who moves like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. I pair these sonnets and the people love it. I keep the evil fumbling. I got a question for the reaper, I'ma keep 'em coming. I keep her coming.
So as you can see right here where we have it at 100%, it's really starting to grab at those S's even more. Now, depending on what kind of vocal sound you like, this might work. For me, it's a little too aggressive. I feel like I can hear that compressor too much now. When we have it all the way down to 0, though, I don't feel like it's doing enough.
Tell me who's hotter, who moves like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest.
Now, we could make up for that by adding a little bit more gain reduction.
Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. I pair these sonnets and the people love it. I keep the evil fumbling. I got a question for the reaper, I'ma keep 'em coming. I keep a...
So, that does work. Once again, not not the sound exactly I'm going for because this is a slower compressor, it's going to let a lot of those initial attacks on this vocal through. So generally, I always use this compressor and another compressor, something that's very fast, has a very fast attack on it. And I use those two compressors together to really give me my vocal sound. So I want this to kind of give a little bit more of the mood and the feeling and start to feel, you know, I hate to use the word professional, you know, more of a polished sound, but it's kind of like magic on a vocal, one knob and you can really do a lot with vocals. So somewhere around this 50%, I know it's kind of like the default, but I feel like it works really well knowing that I'm going to use a de-esser, in the vocal chain and use another compressor that is faster. This generally works somewhere around that 50%.
So tell me who's hotter, who moved like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. I pair these sonnets and the people love it. I keep the evil fumbling. I got a question for the reaper, I'ma keep 'em coming. I keep her coming like a creek or something. I see the beastie creeping, but I'm fleet of foot and so I keep 'em running. Lethal substance, venom spitting.
So right there, that sounds pretty good to my ears. So once again, we have that high pass at about 54%. We have our peak reduction at about 43-ish. And obviously that's going to change depending on how loud your vocal was recorded, how loud, is it coming through the track, how much gain do you have plugins before it? So that is going to change that. So most importantly, the whole point of this plugin and this video is to show you that this type of plugin is, in my opinion, is really awesome on vocals. I would say 100% of the time, this plugin ends up on my vocal chain somewhere in that vocal chain package. So some of the other things that you can do with this plugin is over here, you can actually change it from compress to limit. Now the limit tends to start to compress even more. So I don't typically use that on a vocal track, let's say, but I have been using this compressor in mastering. So I will turn it on the limit, which is a little bit more heavily compressed, and actually use this plugin that I also use for vocals in the mastering chain. And then over here, obviously you can turn the plugin on and off or bypass it. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna unsolo the vocal and I will bypass this plugin. You'll hear what this plugin is actually doing to this vocal.
So tell me who's hotter, who moved like smooth Java to smooth daughters. Wanna take me home to meet the mamas. I hate the drama, I'm scary honest. Barely hear my flow is deeper than the Marianas. I pair these sonnets and the people love it. I keep the evil fumbling. I got a question for the reaper, I'ma keep 'em coming. I keep her coming like a creek or something. I see the beastie creeping, but I'm fleet of foot and so I keep 'em running.
So you can really hear that compressor start to work on the dynamics of that vocal and just overall just make it sound better. So once again, this plugin ends up on every single one of my vocal chains. When I'm using compressors, when I'm using anything, this plugin has to be on vocals for me. So if you are a Cakewalk user, you can separately purchase this Cakewalk CA-2A for your DAW, but you can also use it on any other DAW that will run a VST. Okay guys, so I hope this video helped you out. I hope you can use this information and this plugin to make even better vocal tracks. So if you guys like this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button. Follow us on Instagram for daily posts. You can find the beats that I make right here at the studio on our SoundCloud page. True Sound Studios also mixes and masters your tracks. So once again guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm Weezna, we're at True Sound Studios, and True Sound Studios is in your ears.